And tighter restrictions could be on the way in Chicago if the data and the numbers on COVID don't start moving in the right direction.
And that could take an additional toll on bars and restaurants that have already had a tough year. WGN's Brona Tumulty is joining us now. Brona?
That's right. The mayor holding a press conference earlier today, essentially issuing a warning that Chicago's numbers are not where we need them to be. And to get them moving again in the right direction, she won't hesitate to potentially clamp down again on bars, restaurants and/or social gatherings in general.
Make no mistake, we are in the second surge.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot speaking out today about rising COVID-19 cases in Chicago.
Over the past 2 weeks, daily cases have expanded to an average of over 500 new cases every day, which is more than a 50% increase since the beginning of this month.
Her concerns echoed by Commissioner of the city's Department of Health, Dr. Alison Arwady.
We are sounding this alarm because the increase is real. As our first warning sign, Chicago cases are now increasing sharply, with a rate of increase similar to what we saw early in the first wave.
Adding the numbers are going up across all age groups, races and ethnicities in all parts of the city.
We're now at a 5.4% positivity citywide. This has me, and it should have you, very concerned.
For those reasons, the mayor is warning some phase 3 restrictions could return.
Let me be clear, I don't want to go there. Particularly for those who are in business, the small businesses who have already suffered through a very difficult year. This would be tragedy for many of them.
Not something business owners like AJ Hodge want to hear.
Just in general, when they talk about moving the phases back, that just puts that in people's minds, and like the bars and stuff like that, they get hurt by that, which in turn ends up hurting like small businesses.
He and his brother own Al's Italian Beef in Lakeview.
Well, in the beginning it was tough, March till about late June. We were really contemplating if we're going to be able to stay open through the whole summer.
Thankfully, they did, and they're now simply hoping to keep moving forward, not back.
It is very concerning, any talk of the worsening of the positivity rate, it hurts in general, because people start to pay attention to stuff like that and get more worried again.
And we learned today there has also been an increase in hospitalizations, up 25% since September 22nd. The state mandates any region with a positivity rate of 8% or more for 3 consecutive days be subject to additional mitigation measures to help prevent the spread of COVID. But it seems Chicago's mayor is ready to tighten restrictions before we get anywhere near that threshold. And coming up at 10, we also talked to the owner of the Fulton Market Kitchen in the West Loop. More on what he has to say about the possibility of tighter restrictions in about an hour.
All right, Brona, thank you.